Hi, my name is Victor Jackson. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and the trick that I need help with is the Ollie. I've been skating vert for a while, but I just started getting into street, and so obviously I need to learn the Ollie, and I'll go ahead and show you what I can do. My main issue is when I'm actually doing the Ollie. What happens is after I snap the Ollie, when I land, I either tip forward, like the board flips forward and I stumble forward, or it tips back and I fall backwards. So I'll just kind of go ahead and do a couple demonstrations of the Ollie that I can do. See that? Right there, it tips forward. Let's try that again. That one wasn't so bad, I guess. It's not so much getting the board off the ground, it's just landing it, like after I get it up. So, right there. Every time I fall forward. And if I put my feet farther back on the board, say like, instead of having them hang off the front, having them back like this, I fall backwards. Like that. Every time. Like, I'm not doing this on purpose. But, that should kind of give you an idea of what's going on, and I hope you can help me out. Thanks.
Hey man, so thanks a lot for sending your video. I really do appreciate it. Cool, so let's check this out. Your front foot slides up. Like you said, the board comes up and off the ground and you land, but then afterwards your balance is kind of off, forward, or backward. This is kind of an interesting problem. I really wish I could see your upper body in these shots so I could see what you're doing with your head, your shoulders, your arms, and how centered you are. Because a lot of times I can tell because before you pop up you're going to be leaning further in one direction than the other, and as you pop you got to kind of think like when you jump, if you're leaning forward you're going to kind of jump forward, and if you're leaning backwards you're going to kind of jump backwards. So you have to be like straight up and down, ollieing just straight up and down. But honestly, the earlier like out basic thing I would say is that just going back to riding your skateboard around a lot and just getting really comfortable riding around. I'm sure you probably don't want to hear that. You probably, yeah, just feel like you already got that, and you may already do have that. But what I would suggest again is just taking it back, riding the board around a lot, and honestly I would loosen up those trucks. A lot of times just loosening up the trucks makes it really easier. So if you are leaning too far forward, your trucks just kind of bend and you still stand up. You're totally fine. Or the same thing, leaning too far back. Your trucks are just going to bend in that direction, and that's totally fine. So yeah, your height of your ollie looks good. Your ollie form looks pretty good. You could work on pushing your front foot out a little bit more. Like watch the How to Ninja Kick Ollies video. I think that would help you. But the next thing for you is get really good riding around, which you probably already are. But it's time to start riding around on the street and doing the ollies moving. You don't need a lot of speed, but just have enough. And I think if you do that, that's going to kind of handle all of it. So loosen up your trucks, push around a whole bunch, but then start doing your ollies while riding. And after a while, you're just going to work out your balance so you're not leaning too far forward or leaning too far back, but you just have it. So when you're rolling, you're kind of, it's easier sometimes to kind of be like, all right, I'm going to stay on the board because I need to keep rolling. So yeah, I want you to practice it all moving, and that's going to help you out a ton. Then when you get that, submit it for the hashtag Push Skateboarding campaign. I'm trying to teach 1,000 people new tricks, and 1,000 is a lot. So submit at brailleskateboarding.com/pushskateboarding. And if you need further help, get Skateboarding Made Simple. It's amazing.